Ukraine's new president, Petro Poroshenko, signed an historic trade agreement with Europe. One, he says, was 7 years in the making. Leading up to it was an intense 7 months of violent demonstrations, countrywide upheaval, and the ouster of a president and the loss of Ukraine's Crimea Peninsula. Those who battled for the cause are glad to see their country distancing itself from Russia, saying that's what they're fighting for. Freid in Kiev has the profile of a warrior with a cause.
From the balcony of his fourth-floor office, Nikolai has a wide-open view of Kiev's main square. From here, he watched as mass gatherings turned into violent demonstrations in Ukraine's capital. An independent business person in the energy efficiency sector, it was his former role as a military officer that prompted him to join the ranks of protesters fighting for an economic pact with the West. In December, he banded together with other anti-government demonstrators, spending day and night on the frontline barricades of Kiev's battleground. He says it is what he felt he had to do for his country. Did you see people getting shot near you? Were you seeing people?
Of course.
And you saw people being killed?
Yeah. I was talking with a lady, a quite old lady, and there's some piece of the bullet, or I don't know, just this had it her hat.
It hit her head?
Yeah.
While you were talking to her?
Yeah, we were talking with her.
4 months later, Nikolai is back in business attire, but still makes the rounds at the square, chatting with activists camped out here. They are holding out for a parliament reshuffle and economic reform. Nikolai is satisfied with the EU free trade agreement signed Friday, and ironically, with the fact that Russia cut gas supplies to Ukraine as a byproduct of the current crisis. The cutoff, he says, will force Ukraine to find new gas suppliers. He regrets the loss of life during Ukraine's fighting, but as a military man, he understands that it was the price paid for the current climate of change. His take on this chapter of Ukraine's history is also ironic.
Our national heroes in the future will be Mr. Putin and Mr. Yanukovych, because they have done in short time, which was impossible to do in, let's say, in 70 years.
Freid, CCTV, Kiev, Ukraine.